That's the conclusion that I've come to. He's gone Tangos into Wraithband. This is a peculiar move.
Look at this, like, this
Wait,
conga line.
They just saw. Palace just saw the line. Yeah. They're not positioning away like they seem like they did. Or maybe they were just baiting as Ragey Potato. About to give up first blood. It's only a question of who will find it. And Palace is going to get it against his old team. And BDZ, nowhere to run as well. Wait, there's no chance they get all of them. My eyes are at least early on how the position forwards can kind of secure the creep equilibrium for their threes and then start to make the stacks.
Fudge is just getting incredibly aggressive in this mid lane. I think Bob's dead here.
Looks like this time he well and truly might be enough. This is scary.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Well, they still don't have RR's level 6 too. They really need this to get a kill, it feels like. Maybe FBZ without I mean, he's got treads and cloak. Can he survive through all the damage though? Point blank arrows enough. Even Tino feels like at level 5 he has to somehow get involved, but Yopaj, just a statement Sonic Wave to bring down Rana was almost enough to clean off Bob. Now he's going to be a bit cautious here as the Storm's actually going to zip back on in and get a big kill on the Queen of Pain, but the only issue is wait, is Bob out? RR gets quite the ravage. Now he's actually going to try and turn it back around on the high ground. Play around with some of the bottle charges. One more available and
provide him with a little bit of, well, not joy, the opposite of that. What is the opposite of joy? What doesn't spark joy in you?
Oh, the potential of Palace getting bursted from 4 to 0. It's not going to be joyful. CTM just go for the relocate. He won't have an opportunity to bring Gyro with him. So this is a potential for EXECRATION every 160 seconds, maybe to bring themselves back in the game. Simultaneously, Ragey Potato will fall down bot. So he was getting juiced that remnant bomb. It was work. They're gonna funnel everything they can into Bob. Get this awkward timing at a rate that is acceptable. Do not get this stack on Medusa. This game's over. So they have to make sure she gets it. I mean, you got max out Wave of Terror, so this will be a lot easier. I think you got to do it now.
He's got haste there on the Pango. He should be able to get away fairly easily. Without the Finger of Death, it's always going to be much more difficult prospect.
They're coming. If they can kill play hard at least before the team fight breaks out. The only issue is Ragey Potato would be the answer as well. And
Palace is
here.
Of
boom, they've shown up. Is Tino nearby? He is. Let's see what they can do. CTM's a big kill if they can find it, but I don't believe they have the burst without the finger. This is the objective. This is your way back into the game for EXECRATION. They're even going to have to buy back. They'll target through Palos without killing off the Ayu. See how sustainable he is on the Gyro. Cut the Europage again. A huge jump in forward, revealing a massive amount of damage just directly in front of the face. This is now FBZ. It's time for the cleanup show. Yopaj is even going to look to get involved as well, as I'll dive deep underneath the T2 tower. Yopaj gonna be a bit careful here, or does he? Tino, no mana, almost no health to play with as well. Keep in mind, Ragey Potato, he just bought back. If he dies here again, this is gonna further delay the Aghanim's timing.
Probably could have gone even better there. You had a full 20 stick charge available on FPZ, didn't opt to use it. But still, things going very well from Boom as a result of all of that, you know.
We're gonna bring the friendly man to bump everyone up. Another attempt with Finger. We'll see if they can make it. Swap back, CTM. Is he going to be fast enough? He's not. So again, and every 160 seconds, they have this opportunity to maybe slow down Palos. I feel like you have to give it up. There's no way to contest it, of course, but Medusa has finally taken over someone in the net worth.
He's just gone full farm build. He has to. That Mask of Madness. Just to be able to quickly farm, not show himself for too long on the map. Ragey Potato, this is a very aggressive farming position.
No. They have any detection afterwards? Looks like they do. Yopaj looking to hunt on forward for more. A sentry to the southern side will scout out BDZ. And you see how long Ragey Potato is down as well. 60 seconds, so that is just further delaying the Aghanim Scepter.
Same sort of thing with a Lion, just keeping that wave pushed out so that they're not losing more map control than they already have. Yopaj is looking to try and get aggressive with that fresh Aegis to the Immortal. Level 15 as well means that he's going to be able to build into that attack speed that they found.
They've caught out FBZ. If they can get the kill without the finger, but with CTM showing up, they'll be forced to commit it. So 3 charges for the Lion, but again, on cooldown for another 160 seconds. Venge to pick up the Aghanim Scepter. That's all Ragey Potato really needs.
I mean, but CTM and Palace don't need to be playing with the rest of the team, right? They will, in this instance, as they actually end up smoking underneath a ward.
They want to fight this? They feel strong with the Aghanim Scepter. We'll see if this is going to be the case. An instant assassination of the Pangolier, but the buyback's going to come into the fray. Looks like Boom still feel like they're in a position to hunt down for more. Can they play around the high ground of Execration? Boom, in fact, is going to look to try and jump on forward. They can kill off the Illusion, who's pretty squishy at the moment. Nice sidestep as now RR will reveal his position, but he's already got the blink to get back into a safer area of the map.
Oh, no need.
FBZ, they've got swap. The rest of the team's still nearby, but Bob's going to TP through. He's got enough mana to burst him down. They will end up losing the Illusion, but feels like you've gotten enough out of it, RR. Not enough mana here for the ultimate, but again, they won't even need it. So Execration showing some signs of life here.
I feel like that would be a stage where Execration could feel really confident about continuing their push forward. They're just going to group up around this Medusa. With, of course, the Vengeance Aura helping the damage. You've got that.
Oh, they're going to run into Palace. Instant Hex is out. The Iron needs to protect him, but the Earthspike won't give an opportunity. As finally Execration will cross their side of the map and look to find a big old team fight. As they'll trade a 2 for 1. They might even make it a third as well if FBZ has got a decent amount of movement speed to utilize here, but it's not enough. As Execration now have the net worth lead. They are well and truly back in. Without a doubt, needs to be so survivable because you don't have a teammate to be that tanky.
With that little bit of extra experience overall, the levels, he's already up to level 21. When he gets to level 25, it's going to be incredibly effective against all who they found here.
I'm going to try and bring down Ragey Potato. Let's see if they can... Looks like they should be able to occupy the area and make sure they kill him off a second time as well, so... Can they get an objective out of it? In fact, it's actually Execration that are looking for a pick-off as Boom. They converge out of the area. They're still actually coming back nearby, but BDZ, freshly Greaves completed, can get rid of the Atos. Yopaj jumping forward. He'll target down the line, and I don't think Execration want to stick around now.
Still got the objective off, right? Now that he's level 16, you've got that extra 20 evasion that it's going to be able to provide you in the middle of all of these team fights for your entire team. So it doesn't matter if you're, doing actions or if you're revealed or anything like that. You still
lane. Palace is the target. CTM, let's see if they can get the relocate once again fast enough. The swap away to the tether. Oh, so close. Boom. They're looking to rejoin mid though. The instant TPs die. They're surrounded the area as well. They're going to try and burst down the line, which they will be successful off. No extra abilities from RR will be casted through this fight, but Tino and the Gyrocopter looking to battle it out at the moment. Can they target through FBZ and swap back into the Medusas enough to claim the kill? And now Bob's got a decent amount of mana to play with as well. There's no escape for play hard. As Execration would trade multiple kills against Boom, they also forced the buyback of CTM. Execration could grow too big of a lead, and I would never have expected them to be the ones to taking the first set of barracks.
Radiant's middle barracks are under
Swapping to arrow. Oh my god, that beautiful Execration! Just blow up the Gyrocopter, and the Sonic Wave ends up tickling them with the Greaves sustain. And Tino's just gonna stand his ground. Rupture me, I don't care, play hard. He's almost falling. Luckily enough, the one last bounce, but Bob, that's a long zip in. No chain control, simultaneously, Yopaj is in trouble. He committed with the blink. Execration. 2 heroes down. They're going to look to maybe start hitting some tier 4 towers.
Gonna have to respond with something, and well, luckily enough, it's just the siege creep that's still here inside the base, so it's dealing with a building.
Again?
It's not going to run into those towers.
Oh, they just can't get this close. Time and time again, we've seen. I mean, Clop's up in 55. What has she got? BKB still on cooldown. Sonic Wave as well.
You've got the Gyrocopter in 10. I feel like you don't have the damage unless you wait for him.
EXECRATION aren't going to give them an opportunity though.
Radiant's
They have to make a play. You have to make a stand. But how do you kill off Tino? He might just target the throat here.
Easy.
And Bob will do the dirty work to clean off the heroes. Now they'll target the gyro once again. The swap! EXECRATION, how have you come back? How have you taken this game? Oh my god. What a goddamn performance. You gotta save them for the next draft. You gotta save those memes for the next draft. What the heck just happened?
Just the net worth, you know, on EXECRATION. Let's have a look at the graph. It's actually the opposite of that, with the win probability going down.
It definitely could slow it down a little bit. I think as the game goes on, it's not too much of a difference, but it felt like it was a big item for when people were rushing it. It's nice that Tino is going to have a great way to deal with the boards as well.
For a kill and play hard here.
And they're going to get it. And they make sure Tino picks up first blood as well. Very nicely done. So how's what going at the moment? Reggie Potato.
Mid, Bob.
Oh. Did he get tossed
did not
back?
change the tower aggro.
Yeah, I guess like there's something we didn't really take into a factor. A melee matchup where Tiny, you always have this reposition factor where you know, the tower can often act like an extra hero in the lane. And bottom as well, Rage Potato. Taking a lot of damage here. Can they get the first stack? They can for power loss. But they only have one at the Ancients, and yeah, simultaneously up by the Outpost is a fat stack as well here. So Gyro's at least going to have a nice time making his farming rotation. Stark gets eaten by the arrow. Oh, that's a big one to pick up. I think Rage Potato just the split earth, and he wasn't expecting the extra stun to fly. Or even giving the stack over to Bob as well, so...
Okay,
and
he's going to take it as well in the time before they show up. Rage Potato.
Oh, this is a good placement. If he get ulti off... It's not even going to make an attempt. Okay. Bye-bye, Lesh. See, he won't have any backup nearby. He's actually going to split through. He just got a little bit of vision. He's got the cloak. I do not believe this is going to make him tanky enough, as Palace can just start to lock onto him and steal away a majority of his essence. Bob's even got a TP in. And Palace does have the ultimate. Nice attempt in the disruption from Yopaj. It is enough to at least whiff on the torrent. With X on cooldown, they can't lock Boom into a position to help with these reinforcements. So Palace going to continue to stand his ground. He's more than truly amplified by CTM, and they'll give away another stack of essence.
Odd rotations coming through, to be perfectly honest, you know.
You can find a pretty solid timing in the help of the Overlord. Also did get nerfed slightly, especially the Ancient camps too. They're continuing to look to fight down bottom as Yopaj with the haste. He's going to charge on forward, locks onto Tino, and the burst is there to bring down the Gyrocopter. And now they can turn their attention to the Raging Potato Leshrak. They don't have the damage just yet. And now with Bob showing up, they'll get some retribution. As poor old Wind Ranger, no escape. Yopaj should be okay.
Could even go for a relocate play if they really wanted to, if they wanted to be a bit cheeky here, but no. Playhard wants to defend that bot tower as long as they can. Well, speaking of that, there's the reload TP in.
CTM's just going to look to join Yopaj. He's got no TP. Poke over. He's got a power shot.
Oh. Wrong way!
Wait, they got... What? They gave him backswing vision? I don't know. I didn't know you got a little bit of vision behind you from it. Bob and RR is going to smoke straight into the Beastmaster. A Conqueror will be able to cancel off the Fiend's Grip instantly. But this is close to the towers, so they've got the reinforcements, and Bob's pretty survivable. They'll turn it back on FBZ.
Any big items coming out? It's a Spirit Vessel completed on the Conqueror. Very important super early on against an IO, of course.
Bottom lane. Reggie Potato's been caught out here. Just a setup. Probably didn't need the extra +2, but just in case anyone else was looking to shop, and well, RR is that person. As it's business for Boom, taking 2 heroes, looking to transition this into an objective as well.
I mean, that's 4 attempts that Leshrak has had to try and take this bottom tower, and 4 times he's died. So, things going really well for Boom.
He's in trouble as well. Toss back. What a shackles from Play Hard. A beautiful latch, and I mean, Tino is going a super survivable build, but they'll slowly chunk through the health pool. Like an X is, it's not fast enough. A Nightmare into something, it feels like all of Boomer at least playing as 2, and it's going to get to the stage where it's like a 2 and then 3. Well, fine play hard. Just a pick off finally into the tier 1 tower, it seems like. But this is what they like, that's all they have, an X into an arrow.
You know, a gyrocopter doesn't do anything to be able to set up for this early damage potential. He is closing in on that Aghanim Scepter though, keeping this lane pushed in with the siege creep. It's going to force an early-ish glyph.
Bob. He's in trouble here. The damage, man, it's ramping up. Aeropage has already got the combination maxed out, the stuns. Supreme already used to clean off Bob. They're even going to try and relocate for a +1. Did they get finished on Vision on Tino? I believe they did. Almost Aghanim Scepter completed as well, so this is a great timing to kill him off. The toss into the center, Conqueror. The play from Boom on point in the second game. They are shutting down Tino at a rapid rate, and they're looking to transition this into more as well.
But after that, it just feels like nothing's connected. Every single time they've tried for an aggressive movement, they've ended up feeding a life or 2 away. And anytime they've tried to defend, Boom have just out-executed them.
I mean, Yopaj he had a incredible Queen of Pain performance in game 1. And now Bob as well is in trouble. They have no care in the world diving deep under the tier 2 tower. They might have to be a bit more cautious now with the respawns coming out. But Gyro, in fact, cancelled his TP, and now Yopaj is even going to try and collapse on another as a tier 3 tower is no protection as Boom looking at force execration back further and further deep inside the base. Their own territory is not safe at all.
Also, all of the units, you know, Illusions, the Boar as well, it enables them to make this super deep engagement because you're always going to have that extra percentage bonus HP. You've got FBZ who's been able to finish up that Helm of the Overlord. And can you imagine... Sorry.
And they are diving deep. Tino's going to reveal himself too. I mean, they had a sentry job, so there was no escape. And again, he's going to fall. Another death on your gyrocopter is Boom. The unrelentless pressure giving no breathing room at all. For Boom, leading the Aegis advantage on Yopaj, beyond godlike already.
The thing that I do really like about this Boom draft is obviously
Tino,
you've
don't
got
do it.
Bob. Oh no.
Oh, Tino, don't do it.
Oh no.
Nightmare, is it going to give him some time? I will wake him up instantly and 0 time given.
Don't worry, he's got his axe.
Let's go.
So what they don't have though is Glyph.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Bit of an... Who they found? Ragey Potato. Another catch. So they were not worried at all with losing with the IO in the previous game. They felt more than comfortable being able to pick it up once again. Palace doesn't have BKB. He's pretty close to it.
Yeah, he's got the ancient Granite Golem there to buff up his life though. Again, just the boar being used to transfer it over.
Dude, Yopaj just got to stop, man. Another toss back. Bob gets obliterated. Palace going to transition this into the Marana as well, and well, it looks like this game Boom are not going to make the mistake of giving any opportunity for execration back into it.
At least it's going to last longer than 20 minutes. If any of your pubs don't last 20 minutes, they don't actually show up on that quick screen that shows your recent games with the hero portraits with a win or a loss.
Push again.
This one.
Another toss back. He has compromised his positioning, but he's got Aegis. He does not care about feeding away the first life. The streak is still protected, and he's still got 4 heroes behind him as well. The arrow timing just shy. FBZ's already got the Aghanim shot as well with the Arsenal, and even better. Shackle's on to 2. They're just overlapping all of the beautiful plays from Boom. There seems to be no hope of execration to bring themselves back in as Radiant just flooding inside the base, dropping out the consistent voice lines as well.
So what I was saying before was the reason I like this draft is that obviously the laning stage went much better than expected for... Oh, well, all right. There it is. GG, 21.5 minutes. The laning stage went much better for the Tiny than what we were expecting. You know, a few early kills, the kill that really shouldn't have happened on Bob just because he didn't change the aggro as he was standing underneath the tower.